YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team has one of my favorite duos from early 2016. I loved using Ho and Kyogre in early 2016, and this team has some crazy adjustments with an Assault Ho, competitive life orb Gothitelle, and a Trick Room Whimsicott. Got a lot of tricks. Let's see how it goes. But if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And of course, if you want to check out the details of the team and the creator of the team, go check them out in the description down below and grab the rental code while you can. But otherwise, let's get started and play some games. Hey, are y'all subscribed to the channel? About 50% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. If you would like to see more cool teams this month, make sure you do so. Thank you. All right, we have a Yveltal, Ferrothorn, Kyogre, Kingdra with the Marowak and Urshifu. This is pretty scary because my matchup does not seem good against Yveltal with Kyogre and Kingdra. Does not seem like it will go well. Yveltal's already pretty tough for my team to handle. So I'm not exactly too sure of how this matchup is going to exactly go. I kind of want to go with like Whimsicott's Rillaboom lead probably, which is not good against a lot, but yeah, you know what? We'll take it, I think. I don't want to bring Landorus in this matchup, which is weird, but I think it's not the play. I think it's definitely Ho-Oh. I don't even want to bring Kyogre. It's weird because Kyogre is really good against like Marowak, but I'm not even sure if they're going to bring Marowak against Kyogre. We'll find out, I suppose. I actually want to try out, you know what? I'm trying out the Goth because if I'm able to get rid of Marowak or Marowak's not broad, I have Max Lightning as an option. I don't want to bring Kyogre because I feel like Ferrothorn's going to be a bit of pain to handle too. This is just really bad matchup. Like this matchup seems pretty dumb for me. They have literally Yveltal, which my team already hates. Ferrothorn is pretty annoying because they have a Kyogre. We'll see. They do lead the two biggest threats to my team. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Whimsicott plus Rillaboom lead here. I think I just go Ho-Oh here and Dazzle. I don't think they're weakness policy here. So yeah, I probably have to go for that. Do I expect them to Dynamax Yveltal immediately? They could. I have no clue if they are planning to. I don't have Fake Out anyway, actually, so into Ho-Oh we go. Let's just get some chip here with the Dazzle. Outplaying a Rillaboom would be really bad here, but I could definitely see an Oblivion Wing. I could see an Airstream coming out from the Yveltal. Let's figure it out. We'll bring out the Ho-Oh here. If the Ferrothorn goes for Iron Defenses, it's already pretty annoying. We get a 3000 Gleam, okay. Nice. Are you policy? You're not, okay. Heat Wave, interesting. All right. Is this Jarble double up? Iron Head, okay. So I lose my speed control, which is really difficult here. I guess it's manageable, I suppose. So that's probably a Solvest. No, it's not Solvest. It's leftovers. Yeah, this matchup just seems really. What do I do here? I guess I go Rillaboom here. I mean, I either go Rilla or I go Goth. Let's just go Goth, I guess. I'm gonna go for the Fake Out into Airstream into the Yveltal. I can deal with the Ferrothorn if it's not Iron Defense later, I suppose. So yeah, let's just go for the Airstream here into the Yveltal. I could see a Kyogre coming in. I'm gonna go for the Fake Out into the Yveltal. This Gothitelle set's really interesting. The Life Orb, but it's not max special attack. Let's see what we can do here because I'm just trying to get rid of this Yveltal as quick as possible and speed up, I think, for my... Maybe I can win later in the game. We'll find out, I suppose, because I'm trying to bring in Rillaboom against the Kyogre. It's still going to be really difficult at the end of the day. We'll find out, though. We bring out the Ho-Oh. They stayed in with the Pharaoh, so I wonder if this is Protect. The Ho-Oh, I mean, the Yveltal on their side doesn't seem to have max because I'm assuming they're faster than my Ho-Oh. Nice, they Protect. Okay, that's a very passive turn and they don't get any momentum, which is really nice. So I'm able to get a Fake Out into the Yveltal, which is nice, and I get an Airstream off into Yveltal as well. So maybe there's a shot. Maybe. I still have to deal with their max though. Here comes a Airstream. It's not able to pick up a knockout, which is okay. I wonder if I can knock out a slot here upcoming. Is my Gothitelle going to be faster than the Yveltal? Well, the thing is, didn't they flinch before? I actually should check speed tiers. I should have seen who moved first. Okay, Gothitelle's faster. I'm gonna airstream their Ferrothorn slot and I'm gonna T-Bolt here. There, Yveltal. Yeah, I'm just gonna airstream T-Bolt because this means Gothitelle outspeeds the Yveltal afterward. They didn't switch out the Ferrothorn. Okay. I get really good damage on it though, so I'm okay with that because if they Iron Defense now, it's pretty useless. Leech Seed's a little bit annoying, but otherwise I should be okay. So I get a T-Bolt off into the Yveltal. All right. And then they bring in Kyogre, I could always just max Flare, so I'm always okay with this. It's going to be what from the Leech Seed? Okay. Again, a little bit tricky, but it's fine. I wonder if I should ally switch on. I'm really considering ally switching it next turn. I wish this Goth had Helping Hand over ally switch because I'd rather just Helping Hand max Flare to Ferrothorn in this position. The Ho is taking significant amount from the Leech Seed, which is okay here. This should be Kyogre always. How many turns of terrain are left, I suppose, is another question as well, because I do need Grassy Glide pressure. Oh, Kingdra's coming in. Oh, okay. They're planning to switch out into... Okay, that makes sense. I think that means I'm always going for Airstream into Kingdra. I mean, this is Assault Vest on the Ho, so I imagine we survive one hit. How many turns of... 2 turns of Grassy? It's kind of tricky. Do I ally switch here? I feel like no, because this is one of the turns that Ho can survive an attack. I guess I do go for the double up into Kingdra, I suppose. They maxed Kingdra, but they didn't bring out the Kyogre. What? Okay. Let's find out. Is this Ferrothorn then protecting? I thought they were going to try to get a really fast max Geyser off with the Kyogre switch in and have that Swift Swim available. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Okay. I'm able to get an Airstream off into their Kingdra slot. Beautiful. And I'm able to get a Psychic off. The only problem is my Ho is probably slower than the Kingdra, I'd imagine. That's tricky. So I get a Psychic off into Kingdra. Whirlwind. Interesting. I have competitive Goth. And they actually are going to target into Goth. All right. Huh. This is such a unique position here, I suppose. My Goth is healing more than their Kingdra right now, but that's to be expected. This upcoming turn's really tricky. This upcoming turn is tricky. Okay, I found it out, but this is still really bad here potentially. There's no way you don't have Kyogre in the back. I would scream if you don't have Kyogre in the back. So what are we expecting here? I'm thinking Kyogre comes in. I just don't know what the Kingdra is going for, I guess, the next turn. I want to go Rillaboom, but the thing is, I can't afford it, right? I can't afford to. Wait, my Ho is +3 speed, actually. I outspeed the Kingdra. Wait, I'm good. Wait, I just realized I'm completely fine. Okay, wait, hold on. We can Brave Bird the Kingdra. I just realized we're +3 speed, not +2. We're completely fine. I guess we're gonna T-Bolt the Pharaoh. No, Psychic does get enough damage anyway. Okay. Wait, did they kind of throw this? I feel like they did. The Kingdra max guards, which doesn't change much here because I think you still go down to Brave Bird at the end of the day. Here's a Life Orb Psychic at +2. This should do some decent damage to Pharaoh. Not bad. It might matter for like upcoming turns. You go for Iron Head. Yeah, that's a-okay for me. Okay. I am fine with this, right? I think I go... Yeah, I'm fine with this. What is this? What is this? Okay. Pharaoh. Healing. A-okay for me. Grassy Terrain is over. Leech Seed. A-okay for me. I have a very offensive Rillaboom. Grassy Terrain is reset now because it disappears this turn. I go for Glide into Kingdra and I go for Sacred Fire. Yeah. Is this actually an out? I think this is actually an out. Surprisingly, I think we have finally found an out here. I completely forgot my Ho was a +3. For some reason, I thought we were a +2 this entire time. So I guess the Dragon was the biggest mistake on their part because They didn't get like an airstream, or they didn't even get the geyser damage. They got the geyser damage. Could have been a different story too. I really want to see how much Ho took from the max geyser. We were in Dynamax with a Sylva, so I imagine we lived, but yeah, it would have been tricky still. Grassy Glide, Sacred Fire. Grassy Glide should KO. We're like near max attack. Rillaboom. Yep. Easy. Okay, King Dragon. Get the Sacred Fire, we win. If we don't, I actually don't know. This position's tricky. Nice. Okay. The reason I think it's tricky is because Ferrothorn could like get some chip in the hole, I suppose. It's just really nice because I don't have to deal with Sacred Fires and rain, and then I think the Pharaoh's eating them and can stall my hole out. So yeah, that's really good here. Kyogre comes in, and now we just threaten with a... Oh, they didn't even switch Kyogre into the Ferrothorn slot. Although I don't remember this is a mechanic. I think it's like it might force out the last Pokemon to switch into like the left slot on their side. But it works out for me. I get to go Brave Bird, and I go for Grassy Glide. How did I win this matchup? This matchup is really, really bad. But let's see how we analyze it. I guess mainly it was getting rid of Yveltal early. My opponents gave me the Yveltal super early. The Airstream big damage was able to set up. The Gothitelle surprisingly put in work. The Ferrothorn, the thing is, like, yeah, the turn that they just stayed in, they didn't really get much accomplished with the Pharaoh. They got like a Leech Seed, I suppose. They got the knockout Whimsicott turn 1, which was okay. The turn 2, I think after turn 2, the Pharaoh was just sitting there. It was draining a bit of health. Maybe it was getting a little bit of chip here and there, but it just wasn't doing much. I feel like maybe if my opponents was able to capitalize more on bringing out, like, for instance, a Kingdra could have been a lot scarier. And yeah, that I think just gave me the opportunity to win right here. So yeah, this is Assault Vest. We have the leftovers. Okay, so it's not the body press set. It was just power up Iron Head. We have this Kyogre that is choice specs. We have this Swift Swim Life Orb Kingdra and Fit Club Marowak with Ally Switch. I'm glad we didn't get to see it in this match. But yeah, I think overall able to knock out the Yveltal. I was able to capitalize on my opponent just staying with Ferrothorn and not doing much. I was able to always target down the other slots, specifically that Kingdra. With the Airstream setup, it just ended up being a really solid position. And I still had Ho to take down the Ferrothorn because I was worried about preserving Ho throughout the entire match so I could actually beat the Ferrothorn, because otherwise my Rillaboom was not beating it. But yeah, thankfully we were able to position Ho next to Rillaboom and then really dish out a lot of damage once the Yveltal was gone. If you currently enjoyed the content you're watching and want to see more of it, make sure you check out my other YouTube channels, my second YouTube channel, my Eclipse channel, and of course, make sure you follow the action live on my Twitch channel. All links available in the description down below. All right, we have a pretty hyper offensive team. The Whimsicott, Kyogre, Zacian, Regieleki, Amoonguss, and a Cinderace. So I wonder if they bring Amoonguss because I have Gothitelle. I wonder if they think I have Trick Room. I actually think that Shadow Tag Gothitelle would go so big against my opponent. Yeah, we don't have that option here, unfortunately. I think it's like Whimsicott Ogre. I don't mind Whimsicott Ogre. Yeah, Whimsicott Ogre seems really good here. Whimsicott Ogre, and then... Or maybe Whimsicott Goth. Whimsicott Goth is also kind of tempting. Is that... Oh, I kind of want to do that, actually. Let me see what my Goth set is real quick. It's max... It has Thunderbolt, right? I do have Thunderbolt. I also have... Oh, I feel like they're going to lead Eleki. But I think leading Kyogre here is all right. Is Ho-Oh really worth it, though? Ho-Oh's a little bit strange because it beats Zacian, but it doesn't beat anything else. But that might be a Pokemon I need to consider. I think I'm Dynamaxing Gothitelle here. And then I'll bring the Ho-Oh. You know what? Let's try it out. I want to try out the competitive Gothitelle because even though they're so intimidating my opponent's team, it just sounds like really fun, especially with the Max Lightning dishing out quite a bit of damage here. Let's see. Because I wonder what they're leading here, because I don't think it's Cinderace. I think it's probably Whimsicott of their own, and then probably Eleki or like some offensive mon. No, it's Zacian. Okay. That's okay for me. I wish I liked Gothitelle now. Gothitelle would have been a good lead. We lead Kyogre though. Okay, I think we'll just click Origin Pulse and we'll click... Do you want to click Helping Hand? Zacian usually can't one-shot a Kyogre unless it's Origin or a Wild Charge here. So they know I'm Scarf too. So I think I Trick Room because I don't think they're expecting the Trick Room option here. They've already seen the speed here. So, you know what? Let's go for the Trick Room here and let's fire off an Origin Pulse. If they have Amoonguss in the back, it's okay, I think. They're going to go for Tailwind. Nice. I guess I could have went for Tail and Water Spout, but if they're bulky Zacian, they live. close combat, they're not going to Oko, which is nice. Perfect. Perfect. And what's nice is they thought they would outspeed my Kyogre before a Water Spout, but I actually didn't go for the Tailwind of my own. So I'm able to get an Origin Pulse off here, which is going to be able to do a lot of damage to Zacian, especially with its -1 Spadef. Beautiful. And ooh, eject button Whimsicott. Oh, don't be a Moongus. That's actually awkward since it's a Moongus. It's probably a Moongus coming in. Okay. If it's a Moongus, no, it's Cinderace. Oh, they want a Sucker Punch. That's okay. So here comes a Trick Room. That's a-okay by me. That's a-okay by me. Zacian, it's in Dazzling Gleam range. Okay, perfect. So I go for Dazzling Gleam here. And I think I always go Ho-Oh. I could go Gothitelle too. I really want to go Gothitelle. Like, I want to risk it because I feel like if Gothitelle play doesn't work out, I just go into Ho-Oh. So you know what? Let's go hard into Gothitelle because I'm thinking this is a Sucker Punch here. Well, here's the thing. If it's Sucker Punch, I get Dazzling Gleam off. Maybe that wasn't the right play. I don't know, because I feel like they only brought Cinderace in. Because, like, if they... Okay, so I'm thinking it's Kyogre's the last Pokemon. If they brought Cinderace out, I feel like it has to be for the Sucker Punch reason. Because if they had Kyogre, I feel like he would just protect, like, Spout or something, right? They'd go for the Protect with the Zacian. Okay, perfect. Yeah, they went for the Sucker Punch. Easy catch. Although they don't transform into Dark type since the move failed, which is kind of unfortunate for my Whimsicott. But hey, I get some chip damage, which is pretty nice here. Okay, beautiful. I get a crit, doesn't matter. And now I can go for a Dazzling Gleam. And what do I want to go for? Do I want to ally switch here? Fake Out's another play. I could go for the Max Lightning here, which is in the Bad One Eater. I kind of like the Max Lightning play, actually. Or maybe the Max Mindstorm here, but I just don't... Actually, Max Mindstorm seems really good here. Now, you might be thinking, wait, I don't think they're going to expect this. I don't think they're going to Sucker Punch here. That's the thing. I don't expect them to Sucker Punch. If they Sucker Punch, they transform into that Dark type, so the Dazzling Gleam's going to do a bit more damage. I think it is Assault Vest Cinderace, like, based on how they've been playing. Yeah, I think this is Assault Vest Cinderace. And I get to do a lot of damage here with the Max Terrain, set it up, and then Helping Hand should do a ton of damage to them. So I don't know if they're maxing Cinderace here. We'll find out. But if they don't, they probably just go down, which I'm a-okay with. Nice. Max Mindstorm into the Cinderace. That is a KO. Nice. And Dazzling Gleam is going to get the one shot too. And then afterward, I don't have to worry about Encore. I don't have to worry about Fake Tears. This is actually working out really well. I did not expect the Gothitelle to go in here, but it is. Yeah. I was expecting a harder time setting up the Gothitelle, but the lead ended up working out perfectly for me. My opponent got the Tailwind up, which is screwing them up heavily right now. And yeah, this position's looking really, really good right here. I don't have to worry about any shenanigans, although they already had the eject button. Whimsicott already proc, so I didn't have to worry about that originally anyway. Kyogre's going to come in. I just get some chip on Kyogre. I prepare for an end game, I think. Yeah, so this is looking really good. Let's see, what do I want to go for end game wise? I think it's Helping Hand here. It's probably just Helping Hand Max Mindstorm to Whimsicott slot, because I just want to make sure I KO the Whimsicott slot, right? Yeah, I think that's always the play. If it protects, I 100% one-shot it. They're going to forfeit. Yeah, even if they max Kyogre, they just don't have enough turns, I think. They would have to crit my Gothitelle, and... Well, if they crit Gothitelle, that's actually really, really bad. If they Hailstorm the Whimsicott, it's not that bad. Because they changed the weather, then they can't Geyser crit my Gothitelle. Yeah, so it was like... They have to crit the Gothitelle right there, I'd imagine. And it depends on the Kyogre item, I guess, because I think they need Mystic Water to KO, because if they're not Mystic Water, they don't Oko my Gothitelle, which even with a crit, I think can rain. So they didn't have that option. I guess they could go for Helping Hand too. Helping Hand might have been a thing, but yeah, overwhelming my opponent with Gothitelle just seemed fun. And they definitely didn't expect what my lead is, especially with the ability proc. Because they let Zacian, I got to see the ability interaction show that I was Scarf with the Kyogre, which meant, oh, this is probably just a Tailwind Water Spout. But instead, the Trick Room Mind Games really came into play there, and it really messed up my opponent's end, and then I was able to get Gothitelle in and really threaten afterward. All right, we have a pretty high ranked up player with the Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Whimsicott, Rillaboom, Regieleki, that's a Urshifu, and Zacian. So this is a little bit scary. Assault Vest Ho-Oh does really well here, although I don't know what kind of Eliki that is. If it's physical Eliki, we're in a really good position. I'd imagine it's probably special. If it's special, that'd be amazing. Gothitelle probably not in this game for sure. I just don't see how Gothitelle really accomplished me anything. I kind of want to lead Kyogre right off the bat. I think Kyogre is really solid here. Is Rillaboom worth it? I feel like not. I feel like their max Pokemon is probably going to be the... I'd imagine it's Regieleki, because I think Regieleki is really important. I wonder which is Shifu that is, because it's going to also really depend on like if it's water or darker Shifu. I think I want to lead Whimsicott Kyogre. I think it's like really good offensively, or maybe Whimsicott Landorus. Whimsicott Landorus isn't that bad actually. Yeah, I do like Whimsicott Landorus actually because of the fact that I feel like Dynamax Landorus does really well against this team for an opener, and then Ho-Oh can just win in the back usually. I'll go with like Kyogre and Ho-Oh in the back as my last two, I think. I think I want to break through the Eliki, which is the biggest pain for Ho-Oh potentially, and then afterward try to win that way. Now, of course, if that's Water Shifu, this is going to be a little bit tough, especially if it's a Choice Banded set. So that's something we're going to have to really pay attention to. Let's see what their lead is, though. I'd imagine they're going to lead like Whimsicott plus something, but maybe they don't even have the room to bring Whimsicott because they need offensive pressure against Ho-Oh. As we're going to see what lead here. It is the Calyrex Shadow Rider and the Whimsicott. Okay, so I lead Landorus and Whimsicott here. Not too bad, I think. I could probably get rid of the Calyrex right away if I want to. I wonder what they would go for specifically here. I'm thinking of just... I think I'll just Moonblast Airstream, but I just don't know if that's worth it here. I can go for... I have so many different plays here, I suppose. I could Trick Room here. Ooh, I do have Trick Room. If they Tailwind and I Trick Room, that's amazing for me. That might be worth it, right? That might be worth it. I don't know if they know this team, but Trick Room does seem like a pretty good option here. Do I want to max here? Because I feel like if I'm going to go Trick Room, I might as well Dynamax to Ho-Oh. You know what? I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide here. Break a Sash on Whimsicott or the Calyrex. I don't know what it is going to be. So they do go for Tailwind. Excellent. Excellent. So we are able to get Trick Room off, which is amazing here. Okay. We're going to see Astral Barrage. That's A-okay for me. So yeah, this is a really good turn because both Pokemon should survive pretty easily. That did a lot of damage. It looks like it's life from Calyrex. Okay. So should be Focus Sash on... Wait, that just did so much damage. That did so much damage right there. Okay. That's all right for me, though. I can go for Helping Hand Earthquake here. Probably just knock out the Calyrex. I don't mind losing both of these Pokemon to get free switches right here. I could also go Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's not bad here either. Ho-Oh's actually probably the right play here in just Earthquake. Yeah. Because I might as well just keep Whimsicott, because if I'm able to eliminate their Whimsicott and once Tailwind peters out, I can go for my own Tailwind in the late game, and I think that's like really good. So... we'll bring out the Ho-Oh right here. I think it's the most solid play that I have here. We'll go for that Earthquake, deal some pretty good damage off. The Whim's got attacked here, so I wonder what it's going for here. But here comes an Earthquake. Pretty good damage on both Pokemon. And we're going to see a Moonblast come out into the Ho-Oh slot, which we'll be able to absorb very easily with our Assault Vest. And afterward, it's going to be Astral Barrage. That's okay. So I don't think I mind this. Yeah, Ho took that extremely well. We haven't used a max. We have a pretty solid position, I think, for the most part. I get to go in Kyogre afterward, I think, which seems really good here. I wonder what their last two are. I don't know if he brings Zacian in this matchup. Maybe it's Rillaboom plus Eliki. If it's Rillaboom plus Eliki, I just gotta figure out how to deal with the Eliki and I'm okay. So we bring out the Kyogre here. And let's find out. I mean, I could max this, but I just don't feel like it's ever to play to max this. Maybe I swap out here, but the thing is, if I swap out the Ho-Oh for the Regenerator health, which I am considering into the Whimsicott, my problem is that if my opponent brings in Rillaboom, I don't have any offensive pressure against that, which I am a little bit scared of. So I think the best play here is probably just a Sacred Fire here. Or no, just throw off an Iron Head. Which one do I want to go for? Probably Iron Head. I don't think they're going to switch in anything, because I don't think like they would want to switch in anything here. Let's just Water Spout here and Iron Head. Calyrex. Oh, Whimsicott Protect. Is it Del Protect? Del Protect is fine too. No, okay. So Whimsicott is around. Interesting. We know it's not a eject button, so I don't mind this, because unless, what, Helping Hand, maybe there's a Fake Tears option. We're going to go for a Water Spout here. Excellent. Able to pick up a knockout on Calyrex is absolutely huge. All right, let's see who they're bringing in next. If it's Rillaboom, I could probably just Airstream with Ho-Oh and sack Whimsicott the upcoming turn. What's coming in? Gonna be the Zacian. Okay. They still have one more turn of Tailwind left, so I just go for a Water Spout and Sacred Sword. Or not Sacred Sword, Sacred Fire, I'm pretty sure. 2 turns of Trick Room, 1 more turn of Tailwind. Yeah, I mean, I could also just swap out here, I suppose, the Ho this time around, which doesn't seem too bad. It just depends on who their last Pokemon is at this point. I think actually, no, the play here, I think, is to go Whimsicott here and go for the Water Spout. I think this is easily a Zacian Protect here, because that makes the most sense to me. And if it is Zacian Protects and I'm able to knock out Whimsicott with the Water Spout, Tailwind expires, and then I could get my own Tailwind up in the potential next turn for Ho-Oh and bring it in, and then Dynamax Ho could really put in the work here. Yeah, we're going to see Protect easily. I also like having the Regenerator because I will probably max a Ho in this game. I think maxing Ho is really good here. So I don't think they have Rillaboom, because I think if they had Rillaboom, they would have brought it out. So yeah, this seems pretty good. Also, there's like a few other plays I could go for. I could go for like a Max Ogre and Helping Hand Geyser slot. That's not a bad position either, I suppose. That wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, now that I think about it. Should be Eliki, I imagine. Yep, it is going to be Eliki back. Okay. So Eliki, I don't know what you're going to go for. You don't know my item, which is pretty huge. How fast is my Ho? Probably not fast enough, I'd imagine. It's max HP, so I don't think this is. Yeah, okay. Got a few options here. Helping Hand. I really like the Helping Hand Max Geyser play, though. I really like the Helping Hand Max Geyser play. You know what? I think Helping Hand Max Geyser is correct here. From the Kyogre into the Zacian? Or do I target down the Eliki? They don't know my speed stat either. I guess it's okay just to Geyser here. The Zacian. If I'm able to pick up the knockout on the Zacian, I just win the game, I'm pretty sure here. Because I imagine this is Eliki Protect, or maybe an attack in a Kyogre. If it's physical Eliki, I probably had this game lost anyway. So well, if it's physical Eliki and they attack here, I had to attack the Eliki slot. But I just don't know, because I think a Max Guard is like a very reasonable play here. Although, actually... Okay, they don't max the Eliki. They protect Eliki. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I think we should win here. So I get a... Wait, what did I go for? Did I not Helping Hand? Wait, did I not Helping Hand? Okay, here's a Geyser. I thought I Helping Hand. What did I click? Okay, I Oko to Zacian regardless. Okay, we're good. All right. Still worked out. Depends heavily on the Eliki set. Depends heavily on the Eliki set. I can't believe it's Quick Attack on this team. What did I click? Did I click Trick Room by mistake? Trying to... Wait, no. I did click Helping Hand, right? I think I clicked Helping Hand. Wait, did I just miss the Helping Hand animation? Maybe I did. Okay. Hard into our Ho-Oh here. Okay. Are you physical Eliki? If you're physical Eliki, you neuter my Kyogre, but I literally have no other play otherwise. Sacred Fire here. We'll go for the burn, I guess. And they have to target my Kyogre, right? Because Kyogre just one-shots the Eliki even through Dynamax. So let's go for this. It is going to be a max from the Eliki. Perfect. Okay. This is still tricky. What is your Eliki set? Are you mixed too? You could be mixed as well. I'm hoping you're special, because I think your team should be special Eliki. Like, that's my assumption. But if this is physical Eliki or mixed even, I'm screwed. I'm pretty sure at least. Max Lightning. There should be an Ogre always. Yep. Was it one shot? Okay, nice. That's a win. All right. Looks like it was special Eliki. Is it Life Orb? Because it did a lot with the Max Lightning. Yeah, okay. It is Life Orb. Perfect. Nice. So we are able to get Max Geyser off. The game is sealed anyway. We cannot possibly... Well, we could possibly lose this, but... I mean, yeah, I didn't think Max Geyser didn't KO Eliki. I was like pretty confident in that. So able to knock out the Eliki and pick up the win. The Trick Room Whimsicott utilizing the Scarf Ho-Oh. Or is that Scarf Ho-Oh? Scarf Kyogre Trick Room was just a big surprise. But yeah, Trick Room Whimsicott's kind of that Pokemon where if you're facing like an opposing hyper offense team and you don't want to play the tail and mirrors, if you can catch them off guard with a Trick Room, that's what this team did here. And I was just able to get the Trick Room up. They got the tail up. Sure, I lost Landorus really early, but then Kyogre was able to come in because the Pokemon were weakened. I got to click Water Spout. Yeah, I was just really able to hurt with Kyogre. I originally planned to Dynamax Ho-Oh But yeah, it just ended up working out where I think Kyogre was just a better Dynamax. And yeah, able to knock out the Zacian that turn. And the Eliki didn't attack there, thankfully. If the Eliki attacked there, would have been bad. But I think my opponent also knew that, like, if I go for like a Water Spout, if I click Water Spout there and like Helping Hand, for instance, they just lose the game anyway. So they kind of had to protect the Eliki, I think, in that situation, which gave me a knockout into the Zacian unless they got double protect. And then if they didn't, I probably got the Tailwind up with Whimsicott, although since they were quick attack, yeah, that could have changed it, but thankfully that didn't happen. And that is the show. Overall, I was actually very impressed by this team. The Trick Room Whimsicott was probably the MVP. The competitive Gothitelle was able to do something. The synergy with the Scarf Kyogre and the Trick Room Whimsicott really caught the hyper offensive teams off guard. And the assault as whole was pretty decent. But yeah, if you did enjoy the team, make sure you try it out with the rent code on your screen. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, and check out the creator and the details of the team in the pastebin available in the description down below. You can go check out the rest of my series 12 content, as I use a lot of cool teams, including cool rentals that I find, as well as teams that I create, and I use a lot of fun Pokemon. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.